Welcome, gorgeous souls, to another fabulous episode of Heart and Soul. And today we love to share insights and tips around tiredness. Maybe you also feel a bit more tired lately, and it can have many. Everything influences us. It's heading towards the colder autumn, adjusting to a new season, full moon we had. And also, the shifts of energy. And sometimes we've just had too much on our plate. And of course, self care is always essential. And coming back to your heart, connecting to your soul always helps you. So thank you for being here, Janet.
Thanks, Caroline. Yes, we were just talking before I came on here. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I feel absolutely exhausted right now. I had a day up in London with my niece yesterday, and I have to say, when I go up the city, not only did I have horrendous train journey where it took double the amount of time to get up to London, and it was a bit of a challenge. So that was a little bit exhausting. And then spending going shopping, which retail therapy, it's not therapy for me, with so many people, and we walked so far. And I just got back last night and I was just exhausted. So when we chose the theme for today's show, I just thought, actually, yeah, I really do. A busy time. And as you say, also the recent full moon also can affect some people and make them actually feel really tired. So what about you, Caroline? How are you feeling?
Tired. And sometimes it's really, I mean, ever since a couple of weeks ago, I had to go to Basel, 90 minutes drive on the really worst motorway and with lots of traffic. And I felt tired and it was too much, and working. And it's really, yeah, I've been very tired lately. And then I realized I really need to look after myself, because sort of I was programmed to just keep going, do more, push through tiredness, sort of like blank it out. And yeah, I learned to listen to my body and take short breaks, maybe even a nap, or just lie down. And and it's really helpful because, yeah, 10, no, maybe 14 years ago or 20 years ago, I was burned out. And that can happen when you push through the tiredness, when you don't listen to the early signs and keep going. Of course, life is happening. We still have to sort of function in a way, but remember, if you do not look after yourself, no one will. And again, we lead by example. And sometimes we just take on too much. We don't have to help everyone with everything. We have to help ourselves first, sort of fill up your jar before you pour. And that's sort of a really valuable lesson I learned because I was always giving, and I felt I had nothing to give, and I was still feeling I needed to give and nearly collapsed. So look after yourself, fill up your jar first, and then when you can pour from a full jar, it's a better giving to others. You are more present, and your heart and soul are full and happy. Yeah, it's been tiring, and yeah, it's the full moon with intense dreams or not sleeping so well. It's been doing a lot. And also, yeah, it's just, I think it's also the energy, so much is shifting, solar flares, everything affects us. And learning to listen to your bodies and to the signs and doing something for you is so essential.
Absolutely. I mean, self-care is really important. I mean, definitely from an energetic point of view, when we get low, I mean, I know how I feel today. And I mean, as an empath going into a large city that is just so busy with people and getting onto transport that's full of people, when you're out of the way of that is really draining. And it just felt like my energy level was just being sucked out of me. Although I did try and remember to put sort of like some protection around me. So that did help. But it definitely then, when you've been through that and you recognize that, as Caroline said, it's really important to understand yourself. And, for some people, that's a buzz going into the city and it really kind of boosts their energy. For me and Caroline, it's the same as an empath. We often end up very drained. So I know that today I've had a little walk out this morning with my dog and being in that sort of the fresh air and near the sea. It's just like I can sort of release that negative energy and start to focus on rebuilding, recharging myself. As Caroline said, if your cup, your glass is only half full, you can't be the same or do all the same things that you want to do. And certainly in with what's going, the shifts that are happening right now, it is a very much an energetic shift in the world right now. And if you tend to feel those energy shifts, you really need to work on, create looking after yourself, because it's our own personal shift to that higher vibrational energy. You mean ripples out to everyone else. So yes, sometimes we need to just step back, look after ourselves, get ourselves in a good place. And even if that's all you do and you just then go out into the world and you're feeling good and you're feeling happy and stuff, that does have a positive effect. But you need your energy. You need your energy to do that. So I know definitely today I am definitely doing a few little things around the house, sorting myself out, get back to feeling a lot more myself again, because I'm just definitely feeling tired and drained. And that full moon energy as well, as you sort of say, the dreams, I am definitely dreaming a lot. I don't always remember them, but they are also, that can be exhausting because you don't feel that you've had that restorative sleep that you need. So you've got to really take care of yourself right now. Yeah. So have you any tips of things that you do then to sort of help overcome or that tiredness or exhaustion? How do you recharge, Caroline?
I mean, it's all about self-nurturing. Like listen, what do I need? And giving myself that. And making sure I am hydrated, that I have plenty of water or herbal teas and things like this, because that's important. I realized if I don't drink enough, I'm even more tired. It doesn't help. And yeah, coffee, I love coffee, but coffee is not always the answer, right?
Yeah.
And fresh air, even the home, I air my home 3 times a day just to bring in that fresh energy and also like oxygen, having that fresh energy. Of course, clearing my energy and sort of meditating, recharging, coming back to self. And um, well, there were other things, but just nature, trees, anything that truly is soothing to the system. And sometimes why not having a Netflix sofa lying with a lovely blanket, whatever feels right. And that's another thing. There is no wrong self-care. I think there's always people out there telling you, oh, if you just lie on the sofa and watching Netflix, that's not self-care. But it's also self-care. And listen to your own needs. And sometimes just, chilling out, snuggling up, having a lovely candle, and also making sure to have sort of a bedtime routine, going to bed on time, if possible, allowing yourself to lie in a little bit, but maybe not till lunchtime. Sometimes you get more tired when you sleep more, but it's just everything that truly helps you. And of course, nurturing foods. What I realized many years ago that when I'm tired, I crave sort of pizza, pasta, but it's not helping me energy wise. So having more like a lentil stew or something really soothing, warming soup, or anything that is also truly nurturing helps me recharge. Nothing wrong with pizza every now and then, so don't get me wrong, but it's just on so many levels. And light, yeah, especially when the days are a bit more gray and rainy, maybe even imagine yourself soaking up sunshine, or looking at summer pictures and just taking that in. And of course, during the winter, maybe even adding a little vitamin D. And if you feel very, very tired, a lot of times, maybe have a blood work, check up whether all your vitamins are well, iron, vitamin B12, D. It can also, sometimes we can do everything that is right and we just don't get there. So allow the extra help of a supplement or a doctor's opinion or whatever. So, and of course, like you said, during the sleep, I mean, I don't know whether our viewers or listeners have heard of astral traveling, especially light workers. We help the whole universe. And sometimes we are called during our sleep to do the work in other planes. And that takes a lot of energy. And yeah, doing healing work, all the things that fall away, all the things we let go of, takes energy. Allow that. I mean, when I was healing from my ex, and the emotional abuse and everything, I took naps every day. It just takes so much energy to let go and allow that. Sometimes we feel like, oh, that's off and now we're ready to run, but it's not the case. It takes that period to settle, to nurture, and then to step up. What are your gorgeous tips for helping with tiredness? Of course, our dog walks.
Dog walk, yeah, time with our little dog. I mean, she's got always got loads of energy. If we could tap it, that would be wonderful. But yeah, doing things that make you feel good, as Caroline said, and if that is just curling up on a sofa and watching a Netflix movie or something, allow yourself that, give yourself permission, because if it does make you feel better, or having that nap, if you can, because yeah, I'm like you can. Sometimes I just like with the dog at night, she barks and just wake up feeling exhausted and stuff. And sometimes, yeah, I just need to go and have a little lie down an hour and then that's it. I'm ready to go again. I think you're absolutely right. It is important to just slow down a little bit as well. It is important as well to recognize and give yourself permission to allow yourself to do whatever needs to be done to make you feel good. And if that's like a hot, soapy bath that you just really enjoy, but you haven't done for months because you just don't have time, or energy costs, it's like, but it's something that you really feel that you need and it would really pick you up. you know you have to sort of like work out what's the best thing for you. And the more you know yourself, when you've done that self-love journey, you recognize the symptoms, and then but also know how to rectify and how to re-energize yourself. And that really is important. I mean, you're right. For me, I'm not good in the winter months when it feels cold and dark. I do suffer with the seasonal affective disorder, SAD. So I like to get out in daylight, because I think it's also really good for your melatonin, for your sleep pattern as well. Because before, if you're just constantly, going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark, and you don't see daylight, that is really not good for your circadian system. So there's little things that you can do. And hydration, yes, when you said that, I went, yeah, I'm really good at that. I have to drink more water. But I think if you listen to yourself, you will know what it is that you need, even if it's that 5 minute little break with a hot cup of tea, just in a little quiet space, just to breathe again. That's what you need to do. And we all need to, I know that our lifestyles now are so busy, so hectic, and rushing around all the time. If you're working full time, you've got a family to look after, fitting everything in. But you must make those little pockets of like time out, yeah, to recharge. Because if you don't, you're just draining your battery. And then, as Caroline says, you're really, I don't want to mean say no good to anyone, but you just don't have that energy or that drive to help other people that you want, your loved ones that you care about. So focusing on yourself isn't selfish. It's actually helpful for everyone else. If you're in a good place, that really is important. So I think, we've talked a lot in some of our other episodes about great ways to look after yourself, self-care, self-love. So check those out as well, because there's lots of good stuff in this show. But yeah, I think that the seasonal side of things as well is really impacting a lot of people. I know here in the UK, we've got sort of some budgetary things coming up, and I think people are really sort of feeling a little bit of the fear around things at the moment. So that is also can be exhausting. So yeah, we've just really got to learn the skills to be able to shut things out that are affecting us, or let go of things, and this is all the work that Caroline and I do. This is what we're all about, because we're doing this journey ourselves. We've come a long way, but we still doing the work. It is that we are a work in progress, as I keep saying to people.
It is, and it's just reminding ourselves, oh, I know that. And I mean, I have 7 amazing tools, easy tools to use for self-love. But it's not like you have to do all the 7 every day, but you have them sort of around, and then you feel like, okay, I need to do this. I need to smile more. I need to give myself a hug. It's more like you have them at your disposal, and trust yourself when something comes up, or when you feel like, okay, that you then go back and use it for a couple of days and switch around. And another thing, like you said, with all the outside news, I took off all notification from my phone. because, with all the news things and everything coming up, and then constantly, oh, this happened, oh, this happened. And I thought sort of, it's too much. It's too destructive, my energy. And it always puts oneself in sort of a stress mode. And I thought sort of, so I canceled all the notification, and I think it was 2, 3 weeks ago, and I feel so much better. It's amazing that little thing we get used to, and when you were talking about, yeah, every country is sort of trying to save money, and you get those alerts all the time, and you go in complete shock mode, and it's so not helping. And that's another thing, when your adrenals, when you're in constant stress, that's of course very tiring and sort of shuts down your whole system. For one, because you can't sleep, because you're always here. But yeah, do things that soothe your system. And as empaths, we pick it up. Like when we're in a city, it's just like, I need 2 days to decompress. And this is just like so important. Maybe listen to a meditation. I love Diana Cooper's meditation, and I am opening my circle of love where gorgeous women meet. So you meet with soul sisters, like-minded women in a safe space. You can exchange, ask, listen, and support each other. And this is amazing. And doing the meditation, that's the thing that also helps me. I hold the circle, I hold the space, but meeting my gorgeous women, it's sort of holding that meditation is just like beautiful, beautiful, and gives me so much energy.
It is. It's a beautiful thing. And I think that's the important is also, to be with people who make you feel better, who can be supportive of you as well. Um, because if you feel like you're doing everything on your own, that can be draining as well. Mm-hmm. To realize that, a sisterhood where you are supported, or a family where you feel supported, or just meeting with friends who make you feel supported, that is also vital.
It is, because we always feel we have to be the strong one, and being able to just relax and letting ourselves be held. And Janet has many gorgeous courses, programs on her website, which is also truly amazing. You can do it at your own pace, module by module, and get your workbooks. And that's also something truly amazing. Is there one you would suggest right now that fits?
I mean, the free one is First Love Yourself, is a little mini course to get you started so you get a feeling for the programs. I mean, there's Mystic Moon Self-Care is probably a really good one to lean into, looking after yourself. Yeah, have a little look and check out. There's a Sleep Magic one as well, that, if you have problems sleeping, there's good suggestions in there, and some meditations to help, build that good, healthy sleep, restorative sleep. Because often people have sleep, but they actually don't wake up feeling refreshed. Because sleep is very important, for the restorative cycle, but also for healing cycle as well, and mental well-being. So there's many aspects to that. So yeah, have a look, have a check out. So Magic Academy, available at my website. And of course, Caroline has lots of things and great meditations as well.
So I hope we helped you, and you allow yourself to feel tired. That's another thing. It's okay to feel tired, and nurture yourself, look after yourself, and use some of our suggestions and play with it and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you so much for being here.
Love and light blessings, everyone.